on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today we're bringing a very different kind of video. Now, normally on the channel, you're expecting to see Dragon Ball Fighters, Xenoverse, Dokkan, Legends, stuff like that. Various Dragon Ball games. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to go back to something I've done a couple months ago, where basically I got graded Dragon Ball cards and more. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is a mix of Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball. Just because I didn't have like a big variety of Dragon Ball cards, but I think it's mostly Dragon Ball. This is a very special box. Why? Well, I'll tell you why once we actually get into it, so make sure you don't just leave the video right now. Now, I was going to do two things in this video. The second thing is drop this box. I was going to unbox this. This is the ultimate Dragon Ball box, if this actually ends up showing up correctly with the whole green screen behind me. Basically what this is a variety of guaranteed cards you can get inside like a box. It's got like Kefla, Ultra Instinct Goku, Vegeta, stuff like that. And I don't know if they're decks, like pre-made decks for the Dragon Ball Super card game or what, but the box is too gorgeous, and I don't want to open them. I'm going to be real with you. So what I'm going to do right now is, if you want to see what's inside this box, I'm just going to go ahead and link D-Free's video in the description below, because he did like a full breakdown on this box a couple of weeks ago. Big shout out to Troll for firing this over, but I'm sorry, this box is just too beautiful to open, so I'm just going to hold on to this forever with the seal and everything. So if you want to see that video, in the description below. So, what's inside this box? Well, to open it right now, because I already went ahead and pre-cut it just because I'm going to know YouTubers that struggle. So on top of that, the PSA box is like almost impossible to open. We got another box apparently, so I guess I'm going to be struggling here anyways. What we have in here is we have some very special Dragon Ball Super cards, as well as many other things that I sent in a couple of weeks ago now. I think I actually sent it in last month, and then they were like super really busy over there and really backed up at PSA, and I just got it back. So we're gonna go ahead and open these up right now, one by one, and see what kind of goodies we got. And most of the time I do these on my second channel, just because I do this so frequently over there that I don't want to like spam this channel with it. But because I haven't done this so long, I figured let's do it on this channel and see what happens. So if you want to see more PSA Graded Dragon Ball card videos on this channel, then make sure you leave a like right below right now. Let's go for 3,000 likes, and I'll make it happen in the near future. So here we go. First card, as you can see, is a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and the way it works is basically PSA will grade these cards, and it gives you like a number and everything. Wait, does it not have a number? Why does it not have a number? What? Hello? Oh, there it is. They moved it. Okay, that kind of confused me. Hey, it's a 10. It's a 10. For a second, I was like, wait, aren't these numbers supposed to be over here? Here we go. It's confused. No, I'm confused. They were supposed to be something else here. But I guess the way this is just written for Dark Crisis, I guess they had that random blank space there that confused me. This is just a Mew from a while back. So here we go. First card of the return is actually a PSA 10 Vampire Lore from like 2003 that I pulled out of a pack actually. And the cool thing about PSA cards, and this is why I'm doing this, is once you get these card grades, it's on a 10-point scale. 1 is the worst condition, 10 is perfect. It tells you how many exist, and there's currently 6 of these in the world. I don't know how many people you guys are big fans of Vampire Lord, but there's only 6 perfect grades for a non-first edition Vampire Lord out in the world, and I think it's kind of cool. This is kind of like what really got me into PSA graded cards, is like being able to see how many exist in the world. And we got actually, I think we got 2. We do have 2. And since I pulled these actually back-to-back out of packs, this should be a 10 as well. No, it's a 9! Why is it a 9? You know what? That's a good lesson. As you can see, I pulled both of these cards actually in the same video back-to-back. And despite them being in flawless condition, I think it just comes down to like centering and stuff like that. You can tell that the centering on this one's a little bit off. You can see it's thicker on this side than it is on this side, which is why this one was perfect. But yeah, the cool thing about PSA graded cards, which like I really got into heavily in the last couple of years, is it shows you how many exist for all the grades. So the goal is always to try to get a PSA 10. So 6 of these exist in the world. I'm not gonna check the PSA 9. Actually, yes, why not? Let's see how many 9s exist, because might as well. I got the whole thing pulled up next to me. There's currently 4 9s in the world, and there's 6 10s. There's actually less 9s than there are 10s. But I'm not surprised, because I mean, how many people were sending in Vampire Lords in the first place? Because I feel like he's one of the more lesser popular monsters from the card game. I mean, the ones that are probably more popular than anything are like the iconic monsters like Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, stuff like that. Next card, we got the left leg of the Forbidden One. This is from the most recent set. This has got to be a 10. No! No! I need 10s, man. I need 10s in this. Fine. How many exist? Let's see how many exist. Are there any 10s, actually? There's 1 perfect 10 in the world. And I think, actually, I might have it in this pile, because I think I have 1 more of these. But there's 3 9s. So I got 33% of all 9s in the world. So I think that's cool. So let's see if this is the next one. 10! No! So I own 66% of the Lost Art reprints. Now normally reprints aren't that valuable, but because these are like special editions which were released like in the past 6 months at official Konami stores, I think the Exodia set as well as the Monster Reborn, since it featured original artwork, might be more valuable over time, which is why I was trying to get them all on 10s. And so far I think I got 2 pieces as 10s, and everything else is like 9s and 8s and 7s, which kind of sucks. But again, that always comes down to like when you get the cards right out of the pack, they could have flaws. They could have flaws. So unfortunately, no 10 yet. Let's see what's next. It's another Yu-Gi-Oh card. Left arm. 10. No, another 9. Another 9. Oh, yeah, hate to see it. I mean, don't get me wrong, a 9 is cool, but it's like, as a collector that tries to get everything in perfect 10s, which the value becomes even more bigger over time, I want them 10s. Who doesn't want 10s? There's currently 1 9 in existence, nothing higher, and I own it. So I think this is the best one that exists as of right now, and I'm sure that's going to change down the line, especially when I start buying more of these to try to get them as 10s, but, you know what? At least I got the only one that's like of value. That makes sense. All right, we still got some more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Next one is Terra Archfiend. I pulled this as well. Now the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh, I want to note is the unlimited cards, the ones that don't say first edition, aren't really that valuable. The only reason why I sent some of these in is just because I figured, I mean, they're hollow, they're classic, they're vintage. Let's just see what happens. So 9. Okay, you know what? I'll take the 10. Now the question is how many 10s exist for this? Just because, like, again, I doubt anybody sent these cards in specifically. It's not even that valuable. There's 2. Okay. So there's, I guess, one more idiot out there next to me that decided to get this card graded. And I own 50% of all perfect Terra Archfiends in the world. It's kind of cool. Okay, I can dig it. Next one, we got Destiny Board from the Retro Pack 2. This is kind of valuable, actually, because Retro Pack was like a very limited print pack that was released back in, like, what, 2009? Which featured a bunch of original reprints, and anything above 9, I think it will be actually really, really good. And you know what? 10's even better! 10 is even better! How many 10s exist? Let's see what this bad boy says. Now, I have no idea what the values of this, because Retro Pack did not feature first edition cards. I might be wrong with that, but I'm like 99% sure that it didn't. It was like a special limited edition pack. With that said, this is like something that's really valuable. Obviously, the secret rares and ultra rares of that set are even more valuable, but this specifically is hollow, but it's not like an ultra rare. But still, like, it's a 10. Like, it's gotta be really, really high. And there's 2. Wow. There's 2 Retro Pack Destiny Board reprints in the world from the Retro Pack 2 set. Okay, that could be worth a couple bucks. I have no idea how much because I'm more of an expert when it comes down to Pokemon cards. But Yu-Gi-Oh, I've been learning that over the course of time. And I'll probably try to look it up to see after I'm done editing and stuff. All right. Got a couple more Yu-Gi-Oh cards to go through, and then we're going to get into the Dragon Ball cards, which is probably what most of you guys tuned in for. Spellbinding Circle. This is actually from Magic Ruler. Now, if you guys have no idea, Magic was removed from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game originally. It used to be called Magic cards and Trap cards. Then they changed the Spell cards because of the Magic the Gathering game. And the original booster pack from 2002, which was called Magic Ruler, was then changed to Spell Ruler. So technically, this is actually really, really rare, first edition or not. So, 10. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I want to see. I actually ended up pulling this out of a pack, so I'm happy that that came back as a 10. That's kind of cool. There's 3 in the world. Okay, 3 in the world. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a reprint of the Magic Ruler set, which they then changed to Spell Ruler a lot later. This is the original card. I mean, not like original, more like the second print. The first print obviously was their first edition, but that's still solid. That is still definitely solid to have as a 10. All right. Also, very classic card to those who watched the show growing up. You remember Spellbinding Circle very much as part of the show. Next one we got Parasite. Also, I pulled this from an original pack. I think this might be honestly a reprint from like one of the later sets. No, it wasn't, because remember I had the original Konami logo if I remember correctly. So I don't think this is worth that much either. This is probably worth like $10 max if this is a 10. And it's a 10. And it is a 10. There's probably, I want to say, maybe like 2 or 3 of these in the world as well. Yep, look at that, 2. I feel like it always comes down to 2, because there's always that one person out there that just decides to get these cards graded like me, because whether they're trying to relive their childhood or what, but they're trying to get they preserve the cards from like way back in the day. Dust Tornado. I used to always use this back in the card. Also from Fair Servant 2002. Not first edition, so it's not that valuable. You know what? Since we're on the 10 train, 10 again. That's what I want to see. Look at that. Again, I don't think it's that valuable at all, but I mean, somebody out there will be excited about Dust Tornado, especially if you use it a lot growing up. And once again, there are 2. Who is that extra person out there who keeps grading these cards like this, like I do? Step up. I want to have a conversation with you. Ooh, we're getting to the drama cards next. All right, here we go. Next, we got Dedication to Light and Darkness. I actually have, wow, my voice cracked. I actually have a Magician of Black Chaos first edition as a PSA 10, which is like a really valuable card. And I pulled this, not first edition, but I figured, you know what? Let's see if I can get this as a 10, just to kind of complete the card, because it kind of goes with it. And 10. I don't know what that face is, but I will take that. I will definitely take that. what are we looking like right now for that? I feel like if anybody graded this, oh, okay. This is the only unlimited edition of Dedication Through Light and Darkness that exists. I don't know how many first editions exist. I'm sure there's a lot more of those than this, but this is the only unlimited one. So that's kind of cool. Technically, that's kind of valuable if you really think about it. So yeah. All right. Now let's get into the Dragon Ball aspect of it. So obviously this is a leader card. When we switch it back around, we got Frieza. The only reason why I graded this one, this is actually an uncommon, is if you open up Dragon Ball Super card game cards, every now and then you might get that extra holo card in the back, and actually end up getting a holographic Frieza with that. And then you know me, I like my Frieza, so I figured why not, see what happens. We got 10! I mean, I'm not surprised. The condition of these cards are always so nice that if you were to not get a 10, it would be kind of confusing. I'm pretty sure only one exists. Yep, only one of these exists in the world. These are basically one of a kind right now. Until more of you guys start grading Dragon Ball Super cards, I feel like I'm going to be the only one that does these. I'm not the only one that does these, because I've seen them on Instagram, and I also see when I get my grades back, I can look up how many exist in the world. And usually there's a lot more, but since this is kind of a newer set, there's usually almost like one or two at max or so. But yeah, one of these exists for right now, so I'll take it. What we got over here? Jiren! Again, if this is not a 10, I'm going to literally eat my shoe. Alright, where's my shoe? Where's my shoe? You're lucky I don't got a shoe next to me because I was about to start munching on that. But why is that? What happened there? Again, this kind of goes to show you that sometimes when you pull these cards, there's always some kind of small flaw that you may not see. I'm gonna assume it's got to be a centering issue if anything, but I don't know. A PSA, the professionals say it's a 9. It's a 9. How many Jirens exist? Let's find out. I haven't gotten that many 9s back from the Dragon Ball Super card game set. They usually always come back as 10s because like the second I pulled them, I send them in. It looks like there's only 1 9 and 0 10. So technically this is the best one that exists as of right now. So whatever. Yeah, so there's that. Let's put that over here to the side. Let's get into the next one. What we got over here? There's 2 specific cards that I'm really hoping are high grades. If I remember correctly, this is the set that has the secret special rare Beerus and Frieza. Alright, this is gonna be hot pull right here. Right? Hot pull! Oh, yes! That's the secret! Beerus I bought, Frieza I pulled. If those come back as 10s, whew! Now we talk about money. Okay, Frieza, he's gotta be a 10. Alright, which one of you at PSA did it? Well, what you got against me right now? I know I've gotten a lot of 10s from the Dragon Ball Super card game, but what's wrong with this one? I mean, the Jiren I don't really care about, but I wanted the Frieza to be as 10 because look how cool that art looks. Whatever. Let's see how many exist at least. So, Frieza. It's this one. Yep. There's currently 1 9 and 0 10. So, it looks like not many people are sending these in to get graded because people mostly play these cards as opposed to collect them like I do. Or if you do collect them, you may not get them actually graded. Which, by the way, I recommend you grade them because it conceals that or preserves that condition forever. Alright, I think this is the one I was talking about. No, not yet. This is just hit. Alright, you know what? Since I've been having a bad streak, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's a 9. No, it's a 10. Alright, hit being a 10, I'm cool with. I am perfectly cool with hit being a 10. Fantastic. How many hits exist as a 10? Does this hit? 110. I mean, again, I'm not surprised. Not that many people get these graded, but I will take that. So forever, this condition is going to be perfect. So like, many years down the line, if collectors rise up and want to start collecting Dragon Ball Super card games, the value of this is only going to keep going up, which is awesome. And look at that art, too. That's just beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Okay, I think these 2 are the ones, right? One is much more. There's actually probably 2. Oh, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card on the bottom, too. Let's see what we got. No, not yet. Cale. Relentless Super Saiyan Cale. I don't really know why I got this grade. I think it's because it was like a small batch of SRs and SPRs that I got from that set. But I figured why not. I know Cale was actually pretty valuable a while back. And you know what? 10. That's what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. And you know what? Should I even look it up? Is there even a reason to look it up? Look at that. One exists. Nobody else gets these graded. I feel like people only get like special rares and stuff graded like that. There he is. This card right here. Dog. When this card came out, I was all like, I need to have it. And I bought a box. I think I ended up buying like 3 boxes, and I did not pull them. I actually pulled the Frieza, which should be this one. I pulled the Frieza, and that was hype. Then I ended up buying this. This is like on its own, it's like a $60 card. Same thing with the Frieza. As a PSA 10, technically the value will go up even a lot higher because it's perfectly preserved as a 10 forever. And collectors out there like myself are going to hunt for this. So as a 10, it's what you want. I don't plan on getting this again, so please let this be it. I see that gem mint. I see that gem mint. That's what I'm talking about. Just look how gorgeous that is. You guys know how I am when it comes down to Beerus. This is one of my favorite characters from the series, so that's fire. That's exactly what I'm hoping to see. And we got, oh, Now we got some graders. There's currently 5 PSA 10 Beeruses out there in the world, and now one of them. So decide we do exist. We do exist. I know we exist. I'm curious how much this costs. I'll try to look this up on eBay, and if I can find some pricing information, I can post you that post editing and stuff. But for right now, I have no idea what the value of this is. I'm not selling this. I'm keeping this forever because this is awesome. All right, it's a good day. Next one we got, there's a Frieza. Look at that, also super gorgeous. And again, it's an SPR, as you can see down there. SPRs are usually like one per 6 boxes. That's how rare they are. So you get this, you win the money. That's why a lot of people will just buy these straight up, and the prices based on when they're being played, it's already really high at the beginning, and then once you get them graded, it goes up even further. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I'm glad I opened these, man. I was all worried about this, that they were gonna come back as like bad scores, and I'm gonna have to try to get them again, which would suck. But this is cool. Look at that. And I believe that's Chris Ayers' autograph on there at the front. Obviously not his autograph, it's just part of the card. There are currently, how many we got? Let's check out. There are currently 3 in the world. So again, SPRs and SCRs are probably where the grading actually is when it comes down to it. And if I can find information on it, I will add post editing what the actual value of this card is. But there, look at that. This is a good day. This is a good day. Look at that. Both of them came back as 10. I kind of want to get the Goku and the Vegeta as well right now, but the ones I mainly wanted were definitely Frieza and Beerus because they're just too cool. What is this last card? Oh, Trihorn Dragon. I also pulled this. This is an old card. It's from the Unlimited set, so it's not that valuable. It's probably like $10 max. And as a 9, it's even worse. As a 9, it's probably like super worthless. Let's see how many exist just because it's a bonus. There's currently 10 9s and 12 10s. Oh, I guess some of them grade decent. Again, this is a secret rare from way back in the day. It's funny looking at Yu-Gi-Oh right now and thinking that this is a secret rare in the original set from Legend of Blue Eyes in 2002. Like, why is this secret rare? It's because at the time, 2850 attack was pretty high. And it was more about power as opposed to effects. Not completely true, but kind of true. So I guess that's why they kept this as a secret rare. But like, if this is a secret rare these days, that would be kind of a joke. But whatever. All right. So that's the end of that video. So again, if you want to see more graded videos at some point, make sure you slap a like in the video. If you get to 3,000 likes, I'll definitely make it happen. I have a whole Dragon Ball Super card game set coming back, I think, in the next week or so. So based on how the interaction goes around this video, it's going to dictate whether or not I actually do that as a whole video. So let me know right now if you guys want to see that. But other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I guess let me know what your favorite card was from the opening. And then also, if you want to see what's inside this box, I will just link D-Free's video in the description below. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.